step into the future. Some of the old stuff we won't even mention. One of the things I'll close with is something that the rich people don't say it. Most of the people in Hollywood don't say it. That I made a mistake. You know, I bought a bill of goods that they told me this was happiness. And you want to know why the people keep doing that and they know it don't produce happiness? It's because they can't just look in the mirror and say, they took me for a ride. I got taken for a ride. So they all die chasing bubbles. The ability to say I made a mistake. This is not it. This is not Valhalla. This is not the happy hunting ground. This is not what they made it out to be. A couple of guys might have got a little bit. I kind of listen to Denzel a little bit every now and then, because when that foolishness happened in Hollywood a while back, he said it's the devil that got, you know. And he'd been making lectures. The greatest part that I liked is he made a University of New Orleans, somewhere down there. He said there's no U-Hauls behind a hearse. Have anybody ever said that? No U-Hauls behind a hearse. I said, that's good. In other words, you can't take it with you. And he's been married to the same lady, looked like all the time. Now, our job, I'm not getting patriotic, but it's kind of Captain America Muslim type. Anybody see the reason that last year's Captain America is a Negro Captain America, right? Yeah. And then he brought all the, when it was the last episode. Actually, I enjoy watching with my kids sometime that stuff. We don't have time now, but we had plenty of time then. And it made a little sense. That's why white folks, one group of white folks trying to get a message across. And it's a reasonable message. Captain America is not white anymore. He can't be. It's just not how they know. Jews will not replace us. Somebody's going to replace you behind. Now, the standard white folks, most of them don't care. They just want to be happy. There's a few crackpot crackers. They said, we'd rather just kill everybody. And okay, that ain't going to work either. So the world, we got a lot to offer the world. This is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to close with this. We just offer it to them. That's all. Because we're already happy, so we just offer it to the world. Living evolution. That's like, you're living evolution and you know it. That's different. You can feel the evolution and you can adjust the evolution. Speed it up, slow it down, divert it, but it's all part of evolving. Okay, $30,000 or plus. The last thing I'll close with is L.A. County is the new county jail, which would now be the old county. Well, they had the old county, which was in that building you see it in L.A. that they have on their badge. Okay. Yeah, Dragnet. That's the old county. Then they had the county that I was in the old county, but I was in the county that had 7,000 people in it. That was the L.A. County. That was called a new county in the set, but now they got a new county because LA got so many people and they got so many people in jail. But when I was in there, I was in an area called 3300. So when I was in the county jail now, this is 73, I done came back from South America and I done put my case together to prove that the white man is bad. And then most of my witnesses was kind of colored. There were a few Latinos, there was a few people, but I kind of got it straight with them that this the storyline. The only thing is they would have to sit in court and admit that they've been doing wrong. That's how they know that what is. And then, so the feds went to them and told them, well, you go ahead and we're going to put you in jail for the rest of your life, or you won't make no more money. You're going to be broke from now on because I'm going to be on your case. So the feds, I put together my case and the feds went right behind it and pulled it apart. So I was a little upset about that. I'm still young and martial artist and all that, jumping up and down, turning flips. I was in pretty good shape. So anyway, 3300 was the psycho ward in the LA County Jail. Now, I was in there because, first of all, everybody know, the government know the story I'm going to tell, right? So they put me in the psycho ward with doo-doo on the walls, and the people come by with the white smocks on, and one is talking to the other. This one has, paranoid schizophrenia. This is him. And you sitting there, or probably you just laying on the concrete looking up at these dumb white folks. And when they looking at you, they're like, these people are crazy. And you know you're not crazy, but you know that you're going to go out into society and the story that you're going to tell it don't fit in those days. It don't fit. You could tell it now and it fit. Everybody knows the crooked police. But that time the police was honorable. Jack Webb now. I was an honest police. Yeah, it was no like crooked police, crooked FBI. If you said you was an FBI agent, you had a halo on your head. They didn't do stuff like kill niggas and all that, and set them up and burn them alive. Do like, they're like the LA police. They love burning people up. I mean, they be roasting people. People might know it now. Senegalese Liberation Army, just lit them up and burn the house. And I was saying that was a police that was shooting all of them 10, 15 years ago. And they got him in a place, and I told everybody, I said, they're going to burn that nigga up. And it's burn him up. The LA police, if they can't, they going to set you on fire if they can. And they burned him, I don't know if you remember that. They burned him up alive. The Symbionese Liberation Army in 75, they burned him up alive. LA police, there's something wrong with them. They believe in burning, nigga, you're going to be in there, we're going to burn your butt out of there. But anyway, I had fights with them in the county jail. I mean, by myself. And I think I was in the 3300, yeah, because the police said something to me, and I backed up and jumped on them big metal tables, and I dove at the cracker and wrapped my legs around him. And I knew martial arts, so I know if you throw a punch, I didn't throw no punches. I can taste that cracker now. I just wrapped my legs around him and my arms, and I just chewed that white man. Look at here, you should have saw his face. Good God Almighty. But I mean, I was not cannibalistic, but I just chewed at that cracker, and he should have heard him hollering, "Oh, Lord, good God, get this nigga off." And I was just all over his face. And they couldn't do nothing for a long time because I'm not reaching out so they can grab nothing. And boy, look at here. And when he come back to work, I was still in the jail, and he still had all them chew marks all over his face. You know, the rings on his face, he had the rings all, boy, I chewed that white man up. I mean, they couldn't do nothing about it because they was oppressing me, you know. So that I didn't go to get no other case or nothing for assault on, because they was messing with me. And if they gave me any place to talk, that's what I was going to tell them. So, doo-doo on the floor and on the walls, and they have you in that environment, because maybe 85% of the people in there might be kind of crazy, you know, but they ain't got no stopwatch that says this was crazy, that was crazy, you know. And you in there and you look, you're a nigga, so he looks like, and you laying there on the floor looking at them, and they looking at you, and it's just this nigga here, and they got the clipboard. See, this nigga here is paranoid schizophrenic, and he think the police is out to get him, and they writing all this. That's him. I said, yeah. But it's on the other foot right now. We got them, excuse the expression, in the shit house. And we telling everybody, boss man did this, boss man did that, and boss man ain't got no sense. Watch him, right? And it's not we're trying to pay nobody back, but it's kind of clowning them. And everybody, they don't invite them to no universities and give a big talk. They just invite me, and I tell them these people is crazy, right? Anyway, so that's it for today. Are there any questions or comments? This is a special time. This is.
Brother had mentioned that he was shocked seeing Western media criticize Israel for shooting a journalist. He was saying that he's asking, is this a sign of things turning against the Zionists?
That was just a little noise. It's not like it really was. But definitely the things have changed. Because, see, the Zionists is mean and they can't stop. See, they can't control themselves. Because the last thing you would want to do is kill somebody in the media. And do it where you just pull out your gun and bam, and shoot them. And like they said, they got press on the front, press on the back, and the helmet got press on it. You can't say that you didn't know, right? And then what it does, since this is a Christian Arab lady, it unifies all the press, including everybody that's not a card-carrying Zionist in the press, feels some affinity. You know, a nigga get killed, somebody in the press get killed. We all press people, so yes, it's one of the signs of the decline of the West, and also of their unbelievable arrogance, and they can do anything they want to people. They don't have the right to do none of it. And when the people wake up, they're going to say, how did we go through? How did we allow that to happen? Can you imagine?
They think, but she was saying they can control our happiness and they can control how we die or our death.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said, based on what happened at the funeral.
Right.
You know, that's the feeling that's in occupied Palestine.
But I tell you one thing, them people in occupied Palestine, They don't give up. They have already developed a people with unbelievable. I mean, and they done taken everything from them. And they don't, the stuff that they do, they're like evil. They planning evil. Well, we ain't gonna let you, we're gonna spray stuff on your crops so you can't grow. We're gonna cut down your wonderful trees. It took them, I don't know how long ago, all them beautiful olive trees, and I just cut them down. And the house that you live in, we're gonna charge you to take down your own house. And if you don't, we're gonna, unbelievable. It's unbelievable. See, it's worse than South Africa.